I wish I knew the words. Da 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 da. What's up? Welcome to the stream today. And I'm a little loud, aren't I? I'm a little loud. I'm turning it down. Yeah, sorry. I had an update to my computer that apparently disconnected all of the audio stuff from the OBS. So I got that fixed today. Thoughts on France getting smacked? Exactly as I predicted. Exactly as I predicted. What's up, Isaac Bob? What's up, Bablaba? Drewski, thank you so much. JC for the 52 months. Yulia, thank you for the 14 months. Can't wait for Hand of God 2. I'm so excited for this game today. It's going to be amazing. Paulo, thank you for the 7 months. Judge, thank you for the 3 months. And Fredinho, thank you for the 13 months on the Prime. Mad Zamil, thank you for the 22 months and counting. What a ride it's been. Planet Zoo, when Planet Zoo 2 comes out, which should be sooner rather than later. What's up, Andreas? Yeah. That idiot Zealandism, zero ball knowledge. Said France was going to dominate. What an idiot. I was disappointed in Yvonne Bartone's performance. Yeah, unfortunately, I think Yvonne Bartone actually refereed a pretty good game. Considering we have 2 refs from CONCACAF for the World Cup semifinals, the fact that the first one kind of went off without a hitch is insane. Look, hit me with your predictions, though. Who's going through today? I don't care how. I don't care what they do. Who's going through? Which team is going through? Which team's going through? I'm already on record. I think it's England by a goal, but I think it's going to be an incredible match. Who's going through? It's Margaret. And it's Margaret Thatcher with the steel chair. Messi's going to miss a penalty. That's a pretty easy prediction to make, though, because Messi is low key, like the worst penalty taker in World Cup history. I got fruit today. I had a beautiful, like, tub of some kiwi, mostly strawberry. I feel kind of lied to. I thought it was going to be more of a balance of the two, but, well, can't win them all. It's past its sell-by date. Do we think that's going to come back to Do we think that's going to come back to haunt me or no? By a day. Its sell-by date was yesterday. I don't think it's going to matter. I'm big chillin'. It says sell-by, not eat-by. Exactly. Exactly. It's ridiculous. I'm going to get explosive diarrhea. I'm just trying to fit in with the cool kids these days. Apparently that's the thing to do. You're not going to believe this one incredible dieting hack. You're not going to believe this incredible diet hack that we've unlocked. It's remarkable. All right, hear me out. Explosive diarrhea and tapeworms. We're on to something. Is that stuff really only lettuce? Well, then I'm A-okay, man. I'm just putting down some strababies. Got a couple stuck together here. Don't really know what that means for, what omen is that for the Gaelic tribes? All right. You're not allowed to refer to Dan Byrne without his pronoun big. I cannot wait. Here's what I'm hoping happens, right? I want England to be in the lead by a goal with 10 minutes to go. Because at that point, Dan Byrne will be in to defend the lead. Christian Romero will then be sent forward as a target forward, which they've done before. And we are going to get World Cup semifinal, fate of the universe on the line, Dan Byrne versus Christian Romero aerials. That is what I want. I'm letting you know, there is a world where that happens today. There is a real world where that happens today. Sounds pretty sick. Sounds pretty cool. Not enough stress from Argentina. Brother, if your team is playing in a World Cup semifinal, you're not about to get less stress. You're only going to get more. It's the price to pay. Take it from me. It's better than already being out. Look at it that way. Stress as a fan is a privilege. You know what I'm saying? Give me a little Ella Langley. Give me a little Ella Langley. Sing it to me, Ella. The real match is the third place match. I think it's hilarious that France loses that game after everybody assumed they were basically going to walk to the title. It was me. I was everybody. And they have to just sit around for a couple of days and play a third place game in Miami. I mean, great to hang out in Miami, but how much effort are we really going to get in that third place game? Stress isn't too fun if you're me and don't make any cortisol. A lot of sciencey words, brother. I don't even know what that means. I'm not going to lie. Do you know how Zealand handles stress? When I was like 12, I learned something very helpful. And anytime I feel like something could be stressful or something is worrying me, I repeat it to myself. Do you know what it is? That could be. Somebody said alcohol. I said I learned it when I was 12. They're gland, no worky, no make stress juice. That's not what I learned either. If you can do something about it, you're going to do something about it. And if you can't do anything about it, why are you worrying about it? And that just made sense to me. That rewired my brain chemistry. If you can do something about it, you're going to do something about it. And if you can't do anything about it, then why are you worrying about it? I realize it's a dramatic oversimplification, but it's always helped me. So hopefully it helps somebody that's listening to this. What does that even mean? I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. Like if it's something within your control, then you're going to control it. You're going to be able to do, what you need to do to make sure it's okay. And if it's not within your control, why are you worrying about it? Football's not logical at all. True. No, I'm not even kidding. Even when I'm watching the U.S. national team, I'll mumble that. I'll like mumble that to myself. I'll be like, look, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. You will wake up tomorrow, I think. I wish that worked with undiagnosed health issues. I mean, undiagnosed health issues really suck, and I'm sorry you're going through that. But sometimes, like, I grew up around the ocean, right? I'm a Florida boy, very familiar with water, not afraid of deep water. And if you've ever been in the ocean, like we used to go body surfing during like tropical depressions or like the day after a hurricane came through and the tide would just be unbelievable, right? But the body surfing was amazing. But sometimes when you were body surfing in those conditions, you would be wading out and you'd get caught. Like there would be such a pull towards the next wave that you would knock your feet out from under you and you were just kind of in the flow, right? And you're just going to go wherever you're going to go. You don't have any control over it anymore. And sometimes life is like that. Sometimes something knocks you off your feet and you're just getting pulled, toward that next wave. And the worst thing you can do in that situation is like try to resist the wave. Because that's how people drown in that situation, is they try to resist where the ocean's taking them. And in that sense, it's like you don't have any control over it. Control the stuff you can control. Some sick surfer dude ocean wisdom, bro. Yeah. If Argentina lose today, I'm not going to my classes tomorrow. That's fair. Take a day of mourning. That's comparatively, yeah, it's very fair. Take a day. Sometimes I do that. Cancel everything, do nothing for a day. Really resets the chakras. Is it coming home? I think it might be. I'm terrified of the deep blue. I love the ocean. I love the ocean. I have a lifelong love affair with the ocean. I love the little bit of fear that you get when you roll out of a boat into really deep ocean water.
Argentina
I love it.
on penalties.
I scuba a fair bit, and that really helps you get in touch with your fears in that respect. The VTuber who jinxes teams is rooting for England. Well, now it's over. It's over. All right, enough ocean philosophy, chat. I hope everybody's doing okay. Hope everybody's in control of all their stuff. Genuine question, would Spain v. England be the most boring final? No. I don't know if you've been watching England recently, but they've been playing some really chaotic, incredibly exciting matches that have been really dependent on their superstars. So I think England's matches have been more engaging than Spain's over the course of this World Cup. Doesn't mean they're the better team. Spain probably is, but I think, England, that would be their first World Cup final since 66. Like that's going to be such a monumental moment for the sport. Anybody saying it's not a huge moment for the sport just doesn't know what they're talking about. Of course, if Argentina gets there, it's like almost undoubtedly Lionel Messi's last World Cup match. A chance for pure Messi immortality. And the first repeat champion since... I don't even know. Would it be Brazil? No, because Brazil was 58, 62, 70. 98 was France. So it wasn't Brazil in 2000, 2002 was Brazil's like comeback. That was their return to the spotlight. Nothing in the 2000s, obviously. Italy 34-38. No. Brazil 58 and 62 might have been the last repeat champion. That's crazy that I didn't realize it had been that long. That's actually insane. Let me see if let's look it up. I would assume the World Cup page has, okay, I'm just the worst scroller of all time. World Cup. How does this lists all of the golden boot winners in World Cup history. We don't have a list of Oh, there we go. I went flying right by it. Uruguay, Italy, Uruguay, Germany, Brazil, England, Brazil, Germany, Argentina, Italy, Argentina, Germany, Brazil, France, Brazil, Italy, Spain. Yeah, it's literally Brazil 1962. There are only 2 repeat World Cup champions ever. Italy 1938, and let's be honest, Mussolini rigged the hell out of the 34 one. Everybody knows it. And Brazil 1962, where weirdly enough, Garrincha played in the final against the Czech Republic, or Czechoslovakia at the time, obviously, after getting a red card in the semi. And the reason that was possible is because the head of the Brazilian Referees Association bribed the assistant referee who was there in the semifinal to not show up at the hearing, and so they were not able to impose a ban because the referee that saw the incident was not there. He did not show up at the hearing. Gotta love World Cup history. So, Argentina's got a chance to enter unbelievably rarefied air. Just unbelievably rarefied air. That's what's before Argentina right now. And England would be their first World Cup final since 1966. They have not been there. They got 4th place in 1990. Obviously, 4th place in Russia in 2018. It's only their 4th time ever in a semifinal at the World Cup. They have 2 4th places and a championship in 1966. So whoever wins today is going to have an unbelievable amount of history with them, while Spain tries to be the most recent double winner. Right now, the most recent double winner is France with 98 and 2018. A great variety, honestly, recently. Here's what's really interesting to me. Ready? Something I find really interesting. If England wins, we would have a matchup between the only 2 nations that have just 1 World Cup title. I think that's an interesting statistical thing. Every other country except for England and Spain that has won a World Cup has won more than 1. That's a fun fact. Yeah, Cruzy, I don't know if I endorse betting 5K. I don't like betting. I think betting is dumb. I think if betting was a good idea, the betting companies wouldn't be making so much money. But if you've got it to lose, if you're throwing that down for fun, then by all means, Cruzy, I wish you the best of luck. The 2010 final was when both finalists did not have a World Cup, and it still stings. I get that. It is crazy that Spain, it is crazy to me as somebody that started watching the sport intensely around this time, right? That Spain only has 1 and has only ever won 1 World Cup. And for a very long portion of World Cup history was never that relevant. European World Cup final. The European nations have been utterly dominant. They had 6 of the 8 quarterfinal teams. 6 of the 8 quarterfinal teams were European. We got to call the Europeans our daddies at this point. It's bad. The rest of the world keeps getting better, but when all of the cards are on the table, it's still Europe. Throwing it back to the colonial era. Who do I think will be the first new champ besides one of the past 8 winners? A lot of people are saying Morocco. I think that's wrong. I think the first... I mean, think about all of the nations that don't have a World Cup. Like, nations... Like, let's look at... And then we're going to get into Melilla. Like, just go to the FIFA rankings and just look at... This is the most updated FIFA rankings from June 11th. And just look at the nations, even in the top 10, that don't have a title. Right? Portugal, Belgium, Netherlands, Mexico, and Morocco. From 6 to 10 in the world rankings, all do not have a World Cup title, right? So I think I'm going to say Portugal. I think Portugal is the most talented team in the world that does not have a World Cup title. I think Portugal is the most talented team in the world that doesn't have a title. I think Croatia is going to always keep its name in the ring, kind of the same way that Switzerland does. The Swiss are going to keep giving themselves a chance. Dude, the U.S. is about... How are we not already ahead of Italy? I guess, well... Well, dude, Norway inside the... Norway's going to be a number 1 seed in World Cup qualifying next time. That's going to be such a huge boost for their ability to get back. That's what Croatia does a really good job of. Croatia stays a number 1 seed for qualifying. And so they always get like an easier qualifying group to get right back into the World Cup. But yeah, I think if you're talking teams that have the talent to win it right now, Portugal, Belgium, Netherlands, Morocco, and based off what I saw at this tournament, Colombia and Croatia and Switzerland, I would put all of them at at least a 1% chance. Obviously, none of those hit. But okay, final answer, Portugal. Portugal is the best team that has never won. Ecuador, if they find... Yes, if Ecuador can find literally a single striker, they'll be off and running. All right. We have, Copa del Rey. We're kicking it off with some Copa del Rey with UD Melilla today. That's gorgeous. Ronaldo will be on a Zimmer frame by the next World Cup.
Spreading misinformation.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds funny, so I support it. How are Morocco 8th in the world? I don't know. I have no idea how the world rankings are calculated, dude. The U.S. has been somewhere from 13 to 18 in the world rankings for like a decade. I have no idea what we've done to earn that. I feel like at some points we should have been lower than that. But like the world rankings are just incredibly bizarre. All right, we have signed Pablo Ceballos as a sports scientist. That is a big get. We are improving our sports scientist collection. Look for some new affiliates. Not a bad idea. Says I can't improve my damn youth facilities, which continues. I'll try again. I'm not going to be able to do it. Another affiliate club, please. Look for affiliates, send players on loan, no. Increase profile, no. Improve our scouting knowledge, no. Recruit foreign youngsters, yes. Let me try to convince them. After all I've done, there you go. That works on everything but improving the youth facilities. After all I've done for this club, after all I've done, find me another affiliate club. Come on, Richie Partita, just 4 appearances off the bench. This kid has some serious potential. Come on. Come on. Play him. You guys got to be getting more minutes. He's got to be kicking it off in the first team. At least try to make him a part of your team. What do Americans call Zimmer frames? Oh. It's a walker. Oh, that was a really funny joke. Zimmer frame. What? It's a walker. It helps you walk. The Zimmer frame. That's weird, man. I don't know. It's it's a strange one. Mads, thank you for the oh wait, hold on. Lucas, thank you for the 6 months. Hoping England get it done tonight. Good luck, brother. Max, thank you for the 31 months. Doomsage, thank you for the 32 months. Amazing matches until now. One thing I don't get as a European is showing random people during every game. It's a very U.S. thing. You just show famous people that are at the game. Glockenheimer, thank you for the 8 months. I'm calling a Dan Burns set piece header to win it in stoppage time. That would feed families. That would be a great storyline. Shogun Tyra, thank you for the 16 months. Tabs, thank you for the 4 months. Hank, congrats on the Baker's half century. Why are corners the most dedicated workers? Because even after they die, they go into work. B. Drago, thank you for the 14 months. Argentina on penalties. Oh, that would also. Emi Martinez against English penalty takers would feed families. Aces, thank you for the 35 months. I think families are just going to be fed today. Big Red Pete, thank you for the 34 months. Why did Mr. Information file for divorce? Because so many people were spreading misinformation. A minus. Thank you for the 50 months. Lavinio said Cheryl Crow and Russell Crowe walk into a bar and the bartender dials 911 and says, I'd like to report an attempted murder. That is, of course, because a group of crows is called a murder for some reason. B+. White Gates, thank you for the 32 months. What's up, dude? Hi, how are you? We're on a serious run of very good dad jokes, though. There's some high quality dad jokes being thrown around. I don't need everybody to get carried away, but there's some serious dad jokes being thrown around. Ivan Moran, no. Vitor Brochado, Jose Luis Torres, okay, and Vitor El Petruch, okay. Already know about all those guys. South America's Michel Martino. He likes a big match as well, even relative to us. He's terrible. I should have gone to his attributes right away, man. I should have gone to his attributes right away. I saw this other stuff and I was like, this is unbelievable. And then I looked at the actual player and he's just complete dog water. And I look at the actual player and he's just not very good. Gabriel Carvalho. There's just no world in which I would actually do that. David Sedlak. Sedlak is begging for somebody to come get him. He's absolutely begging for somebody to come get him out of Czechia, and it's not happening. It's not happening. Hamadou Makalu, good player. Santiago Castañeda. Yeah, I think we're finally off Castañeda. Oh, Facundo Aguirre, who he sold to Ibar, finally popping up for us. Our scouting report at Tumaling Benjamin. He's what, 22 years old, man? Oh. Getting old, says me. Says me. Still worth 180K? Yeah, but honestly, even at 180K, it's not really like a great idea for me to go after that guy right now. I might get stuck holding a much more significant bag in that situation. Buy Ruben Gerardo again? Oh, how I wish I could. Luis Enrique. Santos winger. Saeed Al-Wadeh. I'm just so into the idea that this guy is like a really good Bahraini player. He's Bahrainian. Or Bahrainian, I think. I actually don't know where we're landing on that. Bahrainian. Yeah, anyways, we don't need to keep an eye on him anymore because we're never going to actually sign him to play for our team. But he is a guy that could play for us. If he was not non-EU, or if he was from one of the very large swaths of territory that count as EU, even though they're not actually in the EU for me, then All right, this guy deserves to be on Keep a Keen Eye. Not for a month. How many times can I mess this up? There we go. Yannick Bernard. I like Yannick. He stays there. Frank Abubakar Diallo. That potential doesn't seem to be that legit. He goes to the maybe list for a year. He's on the clock. Joe Jae-woon. All right, this guy plays 0 defense, so he has to just be looked at as an attacking option. And he's not a great one. I don't see it. Dries Rajuni. We're starting to axe a few guys off of our short lists. I always pretend I'm going to do that, but we're being a little bit more aggressive with it. Silvio LaMonica. All right, his potential is capped. Definitely a maybe guy. Andres Cantu. We finally found the cap on his potential. He's the wonder kid goalkeeper. Ole Sandholm. Too many holes in the mental side of his game. Too many. Whole squad can be from Lesotho, but God forbid you sign a guy from Bristol. Hey, the guys from Lesotho count as EU. I don't make the rules. I would much rather have an entire squad from Lesotho, assuming they're good enough, because they count as EU for me. As them's the rules, you know. Any Aussie make the scouting report? Yeah, I mean we had one, Jovica Illich. We sold Jovica Illich to Middlesbrough for like 40 million. It ended up being a really good deal. Stanislav Bilic. Oh, he's okay. He's okay. Ooh. This guy's valued at 100 million. I like the fact that I was flashing and beat with the song, though. What's my goal with this save? We are taking a team from the north coast of Africa, which is UD Melilla. They play in the Spanish divisions, even though they're an exclave city located in the continent of Africa. And we are trying to win. We are trying to win the European Champions League, win La Liga, and become the best team in Europe playing from the continent of Africa. That is our goal. And we have solidified ourselves as a European qualifying team out of La Liga. What we are trying to do is take that monumental next step to being able to push Real Madrid and Barcelona at the end of a season. We have not been able to take that step yet. In 2034 now, we are trying to start to push those guys at the end of the season. At the end of the year, we want them to be sweating. At the end of the year, we want to be in the conversation. I think we can do it. But tomorrow we play Llanera in the Copa del Rey, which we have to win. What is the issue with Cañete? He wants a new contract. That's kind of coming out of nowhere. He's not expecting anything right now, so we don't need to talk to him right now, but he wants Star. That's fine. He is a Star boy. He's already on Star. All right, I'm not going to do it right now. What we need to have happen, chat, right, is we need that contract to start at the end of this season, or else it's going to ruin the balance of my wage right now, right? Because we have a financial wage cap that is imposed on us by the league, right? And it will ruin our ability to stay wage compliant right now. It will ruin our ability to stay wage compliant if we give him that. We need to improve the youth facilities. I have had enough of this. I realize that there's something behind the scenes that is stopping us from being able to Like, there's something just behind in the code of the game that is not allowing them to actually improve our youth facilities. Driving me nuts that is there. Wherever it is in the code, the freaking matrix back there. Yeah, we would be $4 million above our wage cap if we gave him a $10 million contract. So we're not going to do that. All right, we're going to play a little Melilla in the middle, but we are going to rotate. This is a great opportunity to rotate. We should rotate. That means Cesar's going to play left back. We could even start Aaron Ruiz. I want to bring the B team up. And let's entertain some B team options. I want Vuchak to play right back. I want
Are you aware they
Owen
released
Leonard
2FM knockoff game
to
called
be the deep
Esports
line
Manager
playmaker because he has really
2026?
been showing out
It's
in the B
just
team
like
so
FM,
far,
but
and I
you
want
manage a
to reward
Counter-Strike
that with him getting a
organization.
nice look at the first team. I want Leonardo Silva, Arturo Ledesma. Diatre's showing more development again. We like Diatre. How's Ville Janhunen's? Ville Janhunen's getting better too. He's getting into the Finland national team now. That's pretty good. We'll give Sergio Conceição the look here. We could just go with the Gabonese superstar Abdou Oto'o. But no, that's not going to happen. Patricio Gonzalez. Okay, we're going to start Patricio, I think. Have Patricio in the middle, Arturo Ledesma, and Leonardo Silva. That's literally just the starting 11, like, center back trio from the B team. Where's Yuste? There's Subiaga. All right, so we have Owen Leonard, Subiaga, Vuchak, Cesar. Am I blind? Like, where is Yuste? Yuste is right there, they say. Oh, there he is. I knew he was there. I just couldn't find him. You know what? I'm going to start Ian Barca. And we need a winger. We could just go with not Audrey. You're blind? I know. There's a whole Zian blind emote. I am blind. Revert. Maybe we just bring these guys in. Just go with that. Revert. All right, Barca, Revert, Yuste, Zubiaga, Leonard, Cesar, Vuchak, Ledesma, Gonzalez, Silva, Conceição. All right, we got to make sure that we take care of our bench here because we want to have a lot of firepower to go get this game back if these guys can't take care of it. We would love for them to just go out there and like have fun and dominate, but we definitely want to have the firepower to take this back. So that would be Ferreros. That would be Lopez Teixeira. Good, strong experience off the bench here. Sarai, Casado, Knifin, Mbambo, Lopez Teixeira, Versales, Rubio, Ferreira. Where's Cañete? I mean, we need, like, the firepower here. Vialva for, actually, there. For Mbambo.
I started to build a companion app for me to help keep track of my squad
Ruben
calls.
Sosa's
I dislike
be
the
backup
FMU.
goalkeeper, just in case Conceição has an absolute mare. Maybe we could make a change there. Otero for Salvador, and then we have Savona, who's like an extra, more quality player. All right. Huge rotation for the Cup. Massive rotation for the Copa del Rey. All right, that gets us one. I need one more that's not in the starting 11. We need one more that's not in the starting 11. They can be in the team, they just can't be in the starting 11. I'm going to take Barca off and go with Gianmarco Villalba. That should be good. We'll have them line up on that side. All right, we're good now, right? Yeah. Gianmarco Villalba takes the armband today. We are playing a 4th division team. We should be able to absolutely storm this. Is this live? Now, Bo's actually first time you're asking. It's not. Predictions for tonight, World Cup semifinal. Seems like the majority of people think it'll be England, but definitely plenty of picks for Argentina as well. I have England by a goal. All right, great opportunity to impress from some of the kids out there today. On the road at UD Janeta in the Copa del Rey. Yuste Villalba, Revert, Enrique Subiaga, and Owen Leonard. We've got the Irishman making his debut for the first team after a very, very impressive start to his career with the B team. Very impressive. Yeah. Patricio Gonzalez. Arturo Ledesma. Cesar. Beautiful. Let's go. Just dribble the whole team. You should be good enough. Subiaga. Enrique Subiaga. Villalba. Love to see a Yuste goal. Subiaga. Oh, nice play. Vucek! Oh. Our new starting right wing back for the B team. All right, Vucek. Revert. Driving run from Vucek. Oh, this is... Got him pretty packed in right now. Zubiaga! Oh, there you go. Get up there, Silva. And again. Subiaga's ended up in this position a lot where he's got a chance to kind of take people on. Oh, Leonard. Oh! The Irish boy! What a goal! Goodness gracious. Owen Leonard in his first team debut scores a worldie inside 8 minutes. But I have seen, obviously, something very important has been missed. The Copa del Rey anthem. Please rise and remove your caps for the performance of the Copa del Rey anthem. It's the Copa del You may be seated. You know, it just didn't feel like a Copa del Rey match without it. It didn't feel like a Copa del Rey match without it, and now we're fully locked in. Owen Leonard, beautiful goal. That's exactly what we want to see. We want to see these kids showing their quality, wearing the first team shirt, wearing that UD Melilla shirt. Finds a little pocket of space and just tucks that one to bed. Nothing the goalkeeper can do. If you're giving Owen Leonard that kind of space and time, that kid is on the fast track to the first team, I'm telling you. All right, Vucek. Oh, Leonard. Classy. Get it back to Leonard. Leaving him wide open in there. Revert. Oh, the overlap. Doesn't need it! Oh!
Argentina getting exposed one way or another tonight.
Pablo Revert! This is gonna be a murder. It's really fun to watch these guys be able to show what they can do. Revert, of course, is an actual member of the first team, and that is a great reminder of the level these guys can play. I had some questions to be asked, perhaps, of the goalkeeping, but that's 2 goal contributions for Owen Leonard, who is pinging the ball all over the place today. Hey, Dirty Peeper, thank you so much for the 20 months. Argentina's going to get exposed one way or another. Them's fighting words. Rosalie, thank you for the 47. Are you aware they released an FM knockoff game called Esports Manager? It's like FM, but you manage a Counter-Strike organization. That sounds interesting. I've had multiple people actually ask me about that. Really nothing else for the rest of the half? Forever, thank you so much for the Prime. Welcome to the Hammers. Khalifa, thank you for the Tier 1, my dude. Timberwolf, I appreciate the Prime. And Seknol, thank you for the 37 months.
You're listening to Sisyphus FM, the home of non-stop rock.
A minus. Sisyphus is the guy that pushes the rock up the hill. I don't remember the whole story, but... Welcome to Sisyphus FM, your home for non-stop rock.
Just wanted to say thanks for all your World Cup coverage. I've enjoyed it a ton.
It's Alejandro Yuste, the chosen son, the prodigal son, the striker that was promised at the back post. And a goal in the senior colors of UD Melilla for Alejandro Yuste. That was gorgeous. Not really Yuste's game either. Revert. Yuste in a pocket of space. Inside out to Cesar Navraki. Cesar Navraki looking for Vucek. Vucek has it. Vucek, there's options. Is he going to use them? He is. It's Cesar! And it's 4-0. Sub. Barca, go. You're getting said starting 11. I thought I was going to be able to rotate them in. That's goofy. That's goofy. Guess we're just not going to make a sub. It did. It said starting 11, not playing 11. So, a little bit of misinformation there from ye old football manager trying to lead me astray. But yes, our first round cup match seems to be going swimmingly. We're getting just about everything we would want. Now I'm going to take Villalba off. I'm still not going to, wear Villalba out playing this match. I first saw you. We're going to move Zubiaga up. And then I'm just going to bring in Mark Casado for some reason. Just to get him off. I don't want him actually tired. Like, Villalba's somebody that needs to be involved in the first team. We're not going to wear him out playing against Janetta. Yeah, apparently I'm trying to break the rules, field an ineligible team, and get my team kicked out of this competition. Shout out to Arturo Ledesma for dropping a fat 6.8 in this match. Come on, one more for the road, boys. In the rain. All right, Ledesma, dude, you gotta turn. You gotta remember that there's like a field in front of you. Revert. Pablo, and a penalty. Who do we want to take this? Where is Yuste? I'm just going to leave it open. Whoever takes it, takes it. I'm going to leave it open. I'm leaving it open. Yuste's not even on the list. Cesar. Okay. The list seems to be misinformed. I should have sent Ovi Ejihiri up. I should have sent Ejihiri up. Oh, that's a good ball. He hit the post. That almost went in. Yo, you stay. That would have been a banger one for the highlight reel for Subiaga. We're taking our time with Subiaga. We know he's going to take years, but we always believe in his potential. He's probably a loan to a La Liga team next year. Hey, good performance, though. Owen Leonard took over early. We got a little Pablo Revert show at one point. Yuste got himself a goal. The guy missed a pen and he's still on an 8.9. He played well. Jeffrey wants improved deal for Ledesma. His emergence as a first-team squad player. Guy just dropped a 6.8 against a 4th division team. You play regularly in the 2nd division, by the way, Arturo. Like, you're a regular player in the 2nd division. His value is so low. I mean, I get it. We signed him for free, but his value is so low. It's cripplingly low. I'm going to walk away. I don't care. Come yell at me if you want to. I'm not giving him a new contract. I am not giving him double what he's being paid right now for that. The guy is a very... Oh, heads up about Ledesma. Oh, yeah, thanks for letting me know. I had no idea. He's not expecting anything at the moment. Well, maybe Ivande can talk him out of it. No? Okay. Just stay mad, dude. You're not showing me anything from your development to your performances that would suggest that I need to pay you like a first-team player. Oh, Cañete. All right. That was fast. That was what, like 2 days? End of the season. Okay. We're starting the contract at the end of the season. I can have this conversation. We just need to prevent ourselves from screwing our current registration. To 2040? Minimum fee release clause of 256 million. I absolutely love that for you, dude. Oh my, because... All right, I'm lowering his release clause to 150 million. from 256. Actually, 140. Winning Copa del Rey, winning FIFA Best Men's Player, and winning Goal 50. Okay. All that is fine. We just really are very far apart on what we want there. If you get $44,000 every time you make an appearance, brother. You're not getting a yearly salary raise, brother. You are 23 years old. We win La Liga, you get $1 million. Why is he so married to that amount of money? Okay. $8.5 million deal, no escalators. So we've got that price locked in until 2040. The extension kicks in at the end of the year, at which point it's a 5-year contract extension with a release clause that I would accept that amount of money for him, that $140 million. Yeah. It won't break my salary cap because we have the contract starting at the end of the year. We have the contract starting at the end of the year. Yeah, that's fair. We're going to arrange for some talks. We're going to get you a big money extension to make sure that you're... Oh, starting more games. Interesting. We're getting a playing time upsetedness from Bongani. Maybe you should have left for $50 million last year. Maybe that should have been what you did. Because, yeah, you're still an important player, and obviously that's not going to work. So are you going to be willing to take a reduction in playing time at all? No. Well, then we're going to have problems. So let's get that started now. I'm going to look to sell you for the good of your career. If that is we are beyond an impasse. We have Cañete and Versalles are locked into spots. Rubio is locked into his spot on this roster. We have Cesar Navraki as well. I like Bongani Van Rooyen, but the biggest issue with Bongani Van Rooyen is he is unwilling to accept that he's not a star player on this team. I think this is an impasse. Either you want to be sold or you don't. I don't want to leave. Cool. Then shut up. You're going to play the amount you're going to play or you're going to leave. Right? Because the way this team is set up, you're just not a star player anymore. We got 5 fullbacks and you are one of the 5. I like the 5 fullbacks we have, and if that guy was willing to take impact sub or squad player, he would be very happy with his playing time, and he'd have a very long career here. But he wants to be an important player, and he still, at this point in the season, does not want to back off that. So, nothing I can do. All right, TV rights coming in for our Europa League. Ooh. All right, we've got my assistant coach bragging to the media. Tight calf. All right, we'll just not start Otero against Cadiz. Oh, I don't like this one. That's my captain. He's not expecting anything from us right now, but he's not playing enough for his taste. He's played 9 matches this year. That's a lot. He's a regular starter. That's not crazy. I mean, it's in the same bubble. All right, he's not expecting too much. If we can get him to squad, okay, he doesn't want to go squad player. He's better than that, anyways. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. It's like, I'm pretty sure Mbambo's played very regularly this season. I'm kind of surprised that he's upset by that. And it's like, yeah, oh, he's played exactly the amount that he's supposed to have played. Just in case you were wondering. All right, Ferreros, Avande, Salvador, who's somewhere. Maybe that's why Van Rooyen thinks he should be starting, because when I quick pick the team, he's apparently a guy that, like, goes up there. All right, I'm going to go with a little old school. Havakote and Mbambo. Lopes, Teixeira, Versales. I mean, we have, I would assume, Europa League in a couple days. What I hate about the quick pick is that it reorganizes my bench. I don't like reorganizing my bench. Should have saved my... I should always save my selection before doing something like that, but... whatever. Savona, Otero, who's out for a day. He'll be fine. Do, 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 do. Really? We're just dumping Sarai all the way out of the team with that selection. Okay. Come on, Sarai, you got to show me something.
Happy
Raul
1
Sarai
year.
is
What's
showing
your
me
score
very
prediction
little
and who
reason for me to
scores?
keep him in the team, to be very, very honest. I think I got everything sorted. Yeah, Sosa, Salvador, Ivande, Ferreros, Cañete, Sarai, Gerard, Versales, Havakote, Mbambo, Lopes, Teixeira. Let's go! Do-do-do-do-do-do. When can we expect news about FM27? Other than the fact that we know it's coming, we don't know anything. And we probably won't for a while. Oh, yeah, look at how manicured the Pingus is today. The Tingus Pingus. Tingus Pingus Park, home of another La Liga showdown between one of La Liga's finest clubs in recent years, UD Melilla. The rising power in the Spanish league system against Cadiz. Kelvin Mbambo, the captain, leading the boys out today on a beautiful sunny afternoon in North Africa. Nice. Well done. Well done, brother. Well done. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Good. Sarai, Gerard, Leo Versales. Good. Situate yourselves now, Sarai. Versales. Work with Sarai. Sarai, we need you to turn. Oh, that's a ton of space for Salvador. Somebody's open. Way to step into that. Mbambo. Very fluid situation here. Cañete. Oh, Cañete! Oh! Trying to earn that new contract now. Trying to earn that new extension. Possession's looking pretty dominant right now. We love that. We love that. Sarai. 84% in the first 10 minutes. Ooh, Lopes Teixeira, that got through. Gerard, who's a natural lefty. Gerard. Have it. Hey, it's Havakote! It's been a while since Havakote had found the back of the net. Beautifully worked. A little shot cross from Leo Versales. Havakote stabs it in. And a very dominant start at home has led to an early lead, which is exactly what you want to see. Just putting it in the mixer. Nothing they can do. Pinpoint ball by the 20-year-old wingback, Leo Versales. Him and Havacote might have a very long career of feeding each other. That's what I'll say. Zivairo Havacote. I love the fact that with our more reserved tactic, we were able to dominate and destroy their more defensive setup. Versales. Ocañete bringing it down. Okay. We're there. Good job putting pressure on that. Sarai. Cañete, chance to go one-on-one, which he loves. Havacote can get it back to Cañete! Oh, Gerard Shirley! Your alerts are broken? Yeah, I noticed. I have noticed. Something, stream elements not working today. I've been reading them, though. It just takes me a little bit to get over. But the stream elements is not cooking today. Wanted to say thanks for all your World Cup coverage. I've enjoyed it a ton. Davey, thank you for the 8 months. Buddhist Punk, thank you for the 38 months. Come on, England. You can't say that in a normal American accent. Zive, thank you for the year. Happy 1 year. What's your score prediction and whose score is? I have it 2-1 England. Who scores? Dan Burns said no. I think Argentina gets an early goal, maybe Messi, and then Kane, and then Bellingham winner in like the 80th. Commissar, thank you for the 22 months. Can we play to our ability today? I mean, we've had a really good start to the season. I think it's a little over, like we've had one or two too many draws in matches where I think we've been the team that's taken control. But I think this has been one of our best starts to a season overall. You know, we're winning a lot of matches. We're the better team in a lot of matches. I think some of the new signings, whether it be Egger or Leo Versales, like they've come into the team. Lopes Teixeira struggled with the injuries early in the year, but he's had a couple of really nice games. They've come into the team, and you know we didn't have as much issue with fitting into the wage budget. Oh my goodness, he was off. He was off. Freaking lucky he was offside, dude. The hell was that? Yeah, Jens Kjær, who we signed back in January and loaned him to Lyon to finish the season. We didn't have room in our registration last year to have him come in, and he's clicked well. I think even Pablo Revert, who missed 2 months with a broken metatarsal, he's been great since we got him going. So, Havacote, Mbambo! Oh! They've had some pretty crazy last-ditch blocks in front of the goal. Our XG has got to be insane at this point. How is it only 1.57? We have had multiple, like, desperation blocks in front of an empty net. Gerard. Luis Alberto Ferreros. Oh, that's an interesting ball. Gerard. Andre Gerard. Andre Gerard. Oh, that looked like a pen! He was absolutely in the box there. You know, that looked like a penalty, and we're going to hand this to Alisson Lopes Teixeira, the Brazilian. Assuming the ref makes the right decision here. It's price has gone up. I guess getting greedy at this point. Play him, play him. Got the defense in recovery mode. Havacote, Havacote, still Havacote, Versales! Great run by Zivairo Havacote. Just torches two defenders, puts the defense in such a tough position. What a save, honestly. But the ball just has to end up in the net on that play. Leo Versales scrambles it in. He's had a massive first half. Should be into half. I would assume it's the end of half highlight. Nice. Surai. Lopes Teixeira. Havacote. Cañete. Oh, there were so many passing options there, but he's just driving towards the goal. Oh, that went out for a throw. Dude, I'm not going to lie, with the number of options on there, I know you're a pick the ball up and attack the other team type of player, but I would have loved to have seen a nice layered pass to put Havacote or Lopes Teixeira in. Yeah, they've just invited too much pressure, I think. Their tactic invites too much. Their forwards get swallowed up. They can't play out direct. They've defended with a lot of intensity. This match could be a lot worse for them than it is. Do. Probably want to get Havacote because he's coming back from that little injury he picked up. I think it was an ankle for like 2 weeks. Oh, no way he gets there. Havacote, Cañete, Surai. Oh! No, set piece. I'm going to leave Havacote out there. All right, bring in Knifin. Bring in Urbanic. And bring in Van Rooyen. C on the left side. Leo Versailles. A little tired. And Francesco Sessa. Actually, I think this is a game that Casado will thrive in more. This is a game that Casado will thrive in more, so. 4 changes. I think we're cool with it right now. Keep it moving, keep it moving. Keep that ball moving. Sharp. I'll show you highlights of the Spain national team. 1 touch, 2 touch, out. Ooh. All right. Subs, Leo, you're coming up. Yeah, I figured that might kill the highlight, but whatever. Knifin. All right, Kelvin keeping it in. Bongani, Van Rooyen. Knifin. Van Rooyen! Oh, we knew it was going to happen there, didn't we? Why did I even get excited? We knew exactly what was coming. Shankopotamus. You know, for a guy that can't score, he asks for a lot. For a guy that can't score a goal, he asks for a lot. Nice job, Sarai. Other guy wasn't even paying attention. All right, Cañete. I have a lot of questions. I don't think I'm going to get a lot of answers. First of all, Knifin, at the level we're at, you just can't give that ball away. Ferreros and Avande are on the scene on this, and they can't. And also, I think Sosa got a fingertip on. Like, what are we doing? Oh my goodness, what a set piece chance, Knifin. You know this is just floating to the back corner. That's where they always put these. So who's there? Ferreros and somebody else. Mbambo. Ferreros! Yo, it's Urbanic! Did you see the action on that? You see that? You see the absolute ferocity that he hit that ball with? Mbambo heads it into the mixer. Ferreros gets blocked. Look at this. That is like the best I have ever seen Yuri Urbanic hit a ball. Maybe. No, I mean ever. He caught that so clean. Weak foot, too. It was unnecessarily great. Oh yeah, take him. Take him. Attaboy. The difference making that Cañete has. Knifin, yours. He's our penalty taker. Every goal matters in the league. We want to put the ball in the net. And you wanted to sell him? I still do. But, I mean, if he starts doing that more often, then we're going to have a different conversation. Lucas Knifin Egger. Oh, easy. He stays undefeated on the pens. Brilliantly taken by the young Swiss winger. The Swiss Army knife. Just rolling it home. That was a great performance. I mean, outside of the fact that we gave up a goal there, that was an outstanding performance. That one play was the only sin I witnessed. You'll take a knife and Egger combo, hold the bacon. It's even more dangerous for me to say. Look, he keeps playing like that. I'm more than willing to live dangerously. I will risk my entire streaming career in order to keep that guy on the team because he is really playing well right now. Yeah. Well, I don't know why Villalba is not like a regular part of the Mexican team. It's just utterly mind-blowing to me that he's not. Completely mind-blowing. Heads up about Urbanic. I'm getting a lot of heads up about a lot of different people recently, so he would like to go out on loan. He doesn't really like not being a part of the team. Well, I mean, we tried to do this in the summer because I knew this is where you were headed. Right, we have a bit of an outstripped playing time expectation from a few of these guys. He's not expecting anything from me now, but I can expect that conversation to hit at some point. Well, I was already expecting that conversation to hit at some point, so I'm glad we're on our way there, because we need to be on our way there. Hey, man, love your vids. I appreciate that, YXZ. Hope you're well, dude. Saying he's only playing at a regular starter level? This actually might be very helpful. It might be in our best interest to anger Gianmarco Villalba. I don't expect our assistant coach Glatzel to be able to talk him out of it, but he's not expecting anything from me right now, but they're just making me aware that he's starting to become a little upset. Because we kind of wanted to move Villalba anyways, but to his credit, all of a sudden, he's like not getting hurt. So I appreciate him not getting hurt. He's changing my opinion of him. I'm going to need him to not get hurt for longer for my opinion to like stick, but he is changing my opinion of him. I don't think this guy's got a chance to be good enough for us to want him. I am sorry. Maxi Molina. Babacar Sal. Gerson Clea. Rafael Quintas. All right, good work. Herman Conan. Yeah, I always look at this guy and I'm like, he's just better than the attributes would have you believe. Ivan Angione. Guy can't play defense, which sucks for a guy that plays a lot of defensive positions. Mamadi Dabo, the Guinea-Bissau superstar, who is okay. I'm never going to sign him, though. I just loved the fact that he was from Guinea-Bissau. Same with Abdoulaye Bari. But unfortunately, I don't think either of these guys have ever turned into players that we're actually going to want to sign. So, time to get rid of them, even though it's fun keeping track of Guinea-Bissau's 2 best players because they're actually pretty good. Eric Yaranosian. This guy's more of a passer, more of a guy that plays with the ball. I think we need to keep a keen eye on him anymore. Andres Orlando from Botafogo. Yassin El Gamardi. Fabio Peroni. Solid beer. So shout out to your family for that. But not an overly solid player. Redwan Bufia. Sergei Yermakov. Oh, that's the guy that just went to Tottenham. True. I'm going to keep an eye on him, actually. His development is key. Tottenham's not overcharging for him right now. Value-wise, anyways. Iri Dinturk. Yeah, I think we know. Yusuf Labyad, Sahid Michael. We know these guys. Jose Eduardo Barcena. 20-year-old at Santos Laguna. Good stamina, good pace, good finishing. His ball control is a real problem. The touch is a little disastrous. Oktir Omrolu. Rodrigo Arcando. We're being pretty cutthroat with these shortlists now. No more charity shortlist spots for these guys. He's been downgraded from the S list to the keep a keen eye list. Pablo Torra, Villarreal left back. Wow, he's an unbelievable athlete. Size, speed, mentality. He just completely saved himself with the physical side of his game. Chancel Ngoma. And Nelio. This is the guy that was 180,000. And I knew once we scouted him, he was going to suck. All right, Cañete. Chat, we got to celebrate this. It's a big move for the club. Cañete's agreed to a new 5-year contract valued at $50 million. That starts at the end of this year. He's happy with his new contract, and we've locked in on El Cañete. It's a big-time contract for a guy that we believe can be a part of the team that takes us where we want to be. So we're committing. We're committing $8.5 million per year in base salary to Angel Cañete through 2040. Shigehiro unhappy with his Leeds loan. Yeah, I mean, we're running into all that. Got like at least 4 guys that are currently unhappy with their loan. Sarai back in with Switzerland. Navas just got called up by Spain. He's not playing in Portugal. How? I'm recalling him in January. There's absolutely no chance in a million years that I am leaving him there. Tomoyuki Shigehiro. He's made 9 appearances off the bench. We're going to have to check in and do a couple of recalls in January. Find some new loans for the boys, because this is not good enough right now. Okay, what is our starting lineup for a big Europa League showdown? Because this is one of our big ones. We've had a very soft launch to the Europa League with wins over Slovan Bratislava, Eupen, and Karabag. Now we have Eintracht Frankfurt. Then Hajduk Split, now East Thessaloniki after, so life is good. If we win this match, we're looking at hopefully 5 wins in a row. Because then it's Besiktas and Inter to bring it home, but we should have hopefully a top 8 spot almost locked up if we can win this match. Otero, and then that puts... So we have the Great Wall of Melilla, Avande, Otero, Ferreros. All 3 straight through. What's his value at? I mean, dude, somebody showed up with $100 million for him. I literally signed him for $47 million not that long ago. Norwich is apparently interested around that price tag. Sosa's the $77 million. I expect him to leave in January. He's transfer listed by request for his release clause. Casado. I thought Sarai was pretty good in that last match, actually. Might give these guys a shot again. No, I'm going to go with Casado. Mark Casado and Andre Girard. Cañete Versalles, 100%. I think I am going to swap in Villalba, and then I think we play the double narrow again. That worked pretty well in the last match. Gotta make sure we don't leave Jens Kjær too far out in the cold, right? I like Jens. Oh, why is he on the loan list? He shouldn't be on the loan list. You're part of the first team. You're not on the loan list. So Sosa, Ivande, Otero, Ferreros, Cañete, Casado, Girard, Versalles, Javacote, Villalba, and Allison Lopes Teixeira. All right. What are we expecting? Oh, beautiful. We're expecting a very similar formation from them than the one that we just played. I'm hands off, dude. I'm hands off. My hands off. They're in the air. It's a European night in North Africa, the Europa League, and Eintracht Frankfurt, the former European champions in this competition, have landed on the shores of North Africa. Whoa! Let's go! Europa League! 3 wins from 3. Trying to lock in a top 8 finish to get us straight through to the last 16. This is a competition that I believe we have every chance of winning. Every competition we're in from this point on, I believe we have the quality to win it. Just have to have that belief in our team. Belief in our players. Belief in each other. We've got such great players around this team. Oh, I don't need sad music. No, this is such a sad, on the nature of daylight. Absolutely not. I need something with energy. I'm getting nonstop sad music right now. Energy. Why do I have no songs with energy? Energy. There's something just with a faster beat here. Whatever, that's fine. We go. Can't even really hear it over the crowd. Good start, Versalles. Good start. Oh, step to that. Ah. He was off. Good line. Good line. In a very chaotic situation, we held a really good line. Villalba, damn you, man. Asking for more playing time, and you show up and you do that. You know what? Big matches in Bombo. Kelvin! Go get Villalba. He's limping around. He was due. He was due for an injury. Putting a more experienced team out there for this type of match. So we're going to keep that going with Mbambo. We're just getting baited forward here. It's a bad line. I mean, Ferrero, it's a miscommunication here with Otero following Conde, and you got to let Ferreros take that one. Actually going to try and have us be a little bit more front-footed with that. Hey, look at me. Up. Step up. I know we don't do that much, but I think if we step up, we can restrict that space that they're playing in. Step up. Well, that's not good enough. We created nothing. Lobes Teixeira, you relish big matches. I need more. I need a presence, man. I need a presence. All right, it's good. I love a highlight right after we kind of yell at the guys. We get into them a little bit. They're pressing so far up the field. There's openings here. We have the quality. We're set up to be able to break presses really well. Oh, come on, Versailles. A lot of grass there. Oh, he gets it in. How it comes off. Not a bad look. On a yellow, don't do that. Hey! Tired of this. Melilla attacked the middle. I go playmaking winger on that side. I think that gives us a good look. Tactical switch. We're loading up Melilla attacking in the middle. We have plenty of familiarity with this. No, I'm going to give, I'll give him a little time. We'll give these guys a little time in the new formation. All right, headed to the right. Not there. That's a little overcomplicated. Keep it moving. 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 Good ball. Well corralled. Leo Versailles. Versailles. Havacote's there! Sub! Bongani. Go prove to me you deserve to play more. Sessa, we need somebody that can kick the door down. Urbanic, go prove to me you deserve to play more. All right. You have the ability to change the game, go change it. Sessa, come here. You're attacking midfielder now. I want your size in the box. All right, let's go. Going long throw? Get that out of here. All right, Yuri Urbanic. That's a solid spot. Okay, square it. Yes! Yes! Oh, I just spilled so much water. Oh, God. I just spilled so much water. Yes! Oh, we'll solve that problem later. Come on! Let's go. Let's go. It's knocked over my absolutely massive water. Come on. Okay. I didn't see what just happened, so take me back 10. Oh, nothing. Okay. Great job by Sessa. Now let's go get one more and win it. Come on. We got the energy. We're staying attacking. Sessa. Nice work. Casado. Van Rooyen. Okay, come on, Bongani. Come on, you South African superstar. Bongani Van Rooyen sits him down! He literally injured the guy. If Bongani Van Rooyen could score, he'd be world class. He juked him out so much, the guy tried to tackle him, and he sat two people down. I mean, God, the easiest part of that was the goal, Bongani. Why are you so bad at it? The easiest part of that was the goal. Nice. Oh, what? We got to win that. Thank you, Mark Casado. Bongani Van Rooyen. Sessa. Versales. Havacote somewhere. It's a pretty solid strategy most of the time on a cross. Havacote is somewhere. Sub! Hey, look. Look at me. Ferreros, you're off. Give me... All right, here's what we're going to do. We are going to bring in Knifin for Ferreros. And we are going to move Knifin up there. And we're going to play with a really aggressive 4-2-3-1. I want to put in another striker, but I can't. Casado, you're there. We already have him with the personal instruction to kind of cut in as well. Center backs are lined up the right way. Yes. Okay. And then obviously we're going to up the directness with how we're trying to play as well. Okay. Knifin, go! Very high flair player as well. Might be able to do something that makes a huge difference. I'm fully going for this. Can't say we didn't try. Yeah, I mean, we're like absolutely monster send right now. Ah! Look at that momentum graph in the second half, dog. Look at that. Look at what am I supposed to do with that? How am I supposed to chip with that going on, dog? Oh. We let somebody come into the Tingus and take a point. That's... Come on, man. Our city in the Europa League, they finished 6th last year. They're going to maybe be a problem. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, but they might just be a problem. Oh, it's a tight calf. Come on. It's another match where we're the better team and we just kind of let it slip. Oh my goodness, I have Real Madrid in 3 days. Well, I didn't see that one coming. 50 best players in the world. Do we have one? I don't think so. It's Lamine Yamal, who in 2034 is 27 years old. That is just so terrifying. Nugent Marcelino Mulanesa has gotten up to 6. And Andre Luro at 9. Sufyan El Haddad, the Moroccan, is top 20. Giovanni Kenda still doing really well. Finn Yelch, 21. Sean Luigi Donnarumma. About to see him, actually. Visha Kvaratskhelia, Pablo Barrios, Fede Valverde at 36 years young. Keenan Yildiz at City. Can't wait to maybe play him at some point in this tournament. 37-year-old Ruben Diaz stays on the list. Desiree Doué at Tottenham. All right, Grieven Rodriguez and Kenny Gonzalez, who are both somehow still not sold. Villalba did get called, and apparently Rodrigo Lira got called as well. He's done nothing to earn that. Danny Avande, Sean Gigo for Australia, who we have loaned out. Is he playing well? He actually is playing pretty well. Hopefully he ends up worth a little bit more. Because I don't think he's a first-team guy. Patricio Gonzalez. Who else was here? Oh, yeah, Luis Miguel Navas getting called up by Spain is just hilarious, considering he's, like, struggling for playing time where he is. How's Bashir doing? Still getting better, but not quite as crazy as it was before. What an amazing signing he was for 11 million. Guy goes to Nice. Regular player at Nice, 20 years old. Probably going to crack the Czech team soon. Mbambo to Finland. Milejanius to Serbia. My goodness. This guy could weasel his way into a first-team playing spot if he keeps improving like that. I did not expect Mile Ianius to have that in him. Could become a Serbian international here soon, too. And then there's Jens Kjær. Ah, yay, we got 2. Villalba, you realize I just started you in a Champions League match, right? Eugenie Castaneer, youth player. Picks up a torn groin. That sucks. Any convince options? I'm afraid you've not been playing as well as you need to. Yeah, I think that's true. I learned some lessons from those experiences and have no intention of letting the team down again. No, I don't think Havakote's been in like the best form recently. Or else I normally like that message of like, well, this guy's just been really good. But Havakote only has like 1 goal in his last 8 or 9 matches. I'm backing down on it. All right, Ledesma's insulted. I don't want to give him a new contract. And Urbanic. All right, it is just that part of the season. Urbanic I expected. Villalba I didn't really expect. Mbambo I also didn't really expect, but we're also satisfying Mbambo's playing time, so I don't know why that was there. Let him be loaned. You're right. I need to refresh. Really isn't much of a gap from when they. Why is this all happening on the same day? These guys all had issues that came up on different days previously. Wants to discuss the number of matches he's been starting. Well, look, I mean, first of all, look at your training performances. We've seen a dip in your finishing ability. Okay, well, we'll start there. You know? Your playing time is literally on regular starter, Kelvin. This is absurd. This is absurd. It's absurd. Come on. Happy Moanvember. Yeah, this might be the largest collection of these
back
that I've
after
had.
a few months.
I'm not really worried about it that much, though, because
we'll
Urbanic we wanted to loan anyways. Navas is not getting a lot of playing time in his loan, so I think we just bring Navas back, loan out Urbanic for the rest of the season, sell Urbanic in the summer. Villalba I can give the playing time to. I don't want to have a dual-wielding playing time promise with Villalba and Mbambo. That's going to lock out Jens Kjær and Knifen when I want to actually play them. Forget about Pablo Revert, too. Calvin, you're like, I mean, like, it's ridiculous, dude. We're literally, you've played in 11 matches already this year. Like, what are we doing? You're on regular starter. It's not like I still have you on star player, Kelvin. So it always bothers me about this. There's like no gray area at all. They'll react the exact same way as if he hadn't played a single match all year. We're literally, clearly, like, we're at the same threshold. You can literally see it at the bottom of this screen. But some, like, there's obviously different values within that threshold. And we're below whatever value that I can't even see that he wants. All right, I got to take it. He's the captain of the team this season. If we can't convince him out of it, we're going to have to do multiple playing time promises for key attacking players. It's an eye roll and a half for me there. Why? Villalba and Mbambo are 111 days where they're not going to be able to be happy. That's fantastic. That's like mid-February. That we're not going to be able to get their optimism up too much, their morale up too much because of a playing time promise. On Villalba, fine, but the Mbambo one is just absurd. We have Bastia, Torrents, and Vitesse as our current teams. Unfortunately, Bastia looks like they are going to go up. But Golden Arrows, Wellington Phoenix, and Beitar Jerusalem. That is a really interesting group of... That's a really interesting group of teams. There's only one obvious choice, though, because only Golden Arrows is in an area that's going to be considered EU. South Africans are considered EU, while New Zealand and Israel are both not. So I am recommending Golden Arrows from the South African Premier Division as the... What? Cool, man. Cool. Thanks for asking. I'm glad you asked my opinion so you could disregard it. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Thanks for asking. Thanks for checking with me. Sick,
It's the
dude.
funny number.
Some rage bait all of a sudden. We're getting hit with some rage bait. Are you getting better? No, of course not, because you always have 5-star potential, and you never, I never see an arrow go up or down. There's one in there right now. That's ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. Man, he's not playing a lot either. We have a lot of guys on loan that we're going to need to reassess in January. I have never, ever in my career had so many players we've sent out on loan that are not playing as much as they're supposed to be playing. It's a weird problem to be having. Now, the affiliates feed kids into the youth academy. At least the type of affiliates we're going after. They're feeding kids into our youth academy, so they come in through the youth intake. Hey! Hey! He's finally accomplished. Now he can finally stop getting worse at everything and start balancing his ability out again. And Pablo Revert has got some... this inbox message means they've leveled it up. Revert's an accomplished defensive midfielder, so he now has got complete versatility available. Love that for Pablo. Huge for Cañete, huge for Revert. Availability's great. All right. Oh, did Havacote debut? Oh, friggin' U21. Okay. Well, you guys were begging for it, so now we're gonna do it. We're gonna go Mbambo wide left. We're gonna go Villalva in the middle, and you guys better show a little something. Also, we're getting transfer interest. Probably get 40s for him. If Mbambo is gonna have to leave, it's not gonna be the value we got from Man City, 3 years ago, but I would gladly pay that 20 to 30 million difference in transfer fee that we would get to have him for those 3 years. That trade-off feels fair. Knifen, Kjær, Sessa, Tsurai. Really liked what I saw from those two guys. I think we go with... yeah, Casado and Gerard, yeah. Lopes Teixeira, Villalva, Mbambo, Cañete, Versales. Oh, we're on attack the middle? Yeah, that's not... nope. That's a no for me, dog. Bring him back, change the instructions to be a little bit more reserved. Casado and Andre Gerard. Is this on the road? I went Sarai. Sarai's going to be the dilp, and Casado's going to be the box-to-box, just showing composure and experience and the ability to handle the occasion and the moment that we're playing in, the environment we're playing in. It's a difficult, difficult game. 2 playmakers, 2 focal points with the ball. Get Kelvin Mbambo involved as well. Okay. And they're doing normal 4-2-3-1. Got it. We got Nico O'Reilly. Got to make sure Arda Güler can't drop in and play balls to all those speedy guys, so we need to shut his space down very quickly. I'm not going to put Rubio on the bench today. I like the way Van Rooyen played in the last match. The Bernabeu and a La Liga showdown between 2 of the top 3 teams in this league. UD Melilla, captained by Finn national Calvin Mbambo, currently sitting 3 points ahead of Real Madrid in pursuit of Barcelona. It's one of the matches from what Melilla is hoping to create as a big three. They have asserted themselves around the top 5 of this league for some time. But they have not yet been able to finish ahead of either Barcelona or Real Madrid in the league in their history. They endeavor, it is clear, to change that this season. Just 1 defeat in 12 for UD Melilla, but surely this is the most difficult match they've faced so far this season. Real Madrid, UD Melilla coming off a midweek draw with Eintracht Frankfurt in the Europa League. All right, we got the Great Wall of Melilla. We just lost half the team in marking here. I mean, you watch, like, everybody ends up in the front half of the field on the wrong side of the penalty spot. There are 2 options for guys that just end up wide open. I don't know what leads to that, whether it's the game being buggy or we just lost our head. But we completely broke in the recycle of that set piece. Nothing from the run of play that killed us. We just weren't locked in for that set piece. That sort of defensive header turning into their possession and not a corner is incredibly frustrating because that dude is literally just heading that ball out. Why are we tracking Camavinga there? All right, he needs to feel a little bit more protected on that spot. All right. That's a huge save by Ruben Sosa. We cannot lose track of the fact that that save kept us in this game. Attaboy Cañete, way to battle. That is so bad from Villalba. Like, that is hilariously bad from Villalba. We look really bad. We don't normally look this bad against these teams. We look terrible in this game. I mean, that's just a laughable turnover by Villalba. I mean, what are we doing there? What are we doing there? Well, we got dominated. Complete loss in the mentality of the team here. And we have multiple players out there that can influence the game and can rise to big occasions that are not influencing the game or rising to big occasions. We've just been completely outplayed so far. We're going to need a real hiding of the team at halftime and a response. Well, that's a good ball. That's a good ball. Oh, my. Wow, that would have helped. That would have helped. Wow, Lopes Teixeira struggling to show up in the big moments right now. Villalba is as well. Lopes Teixeira very frustrated. I am too, because I had to watch you play. Villalba's coming off. I did frickin' scrolled. Love that. Okay, we're going to bring you in on both sides. Drop the playmaker gimmick, even though you've been better than the other front two guys. Casado's not been good. We're going to take him off for Gerard, who's a guy that can find ideas sometimes. Go there. We've got some serious mental problems with who's playing on our defense. So Ivande is going to come off for Savona. 4 halftime substitutions. We're not pulling any punches. We can't have multiple defenders that are falling apart mentally, although it's been painfully obvious that they are. Just melted early in this game. Come on, we need something. Penalty? Oh, way to keep the ball there. Oh, great play. Yeah. Good header. Good energy from Knifin right after coming in. Good energy. Gerard. Urbanic. Mbambo. Very good. Leo Versailles! Calma. 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 Back in the game. We look like a team. We look like it was just a bad half. We look like France against Spain in that freaking first half. We know we're better than that. Great ball by Mbambo. Great ball by Urbanic. Very good stuff from Gerard as well. And Versailles, the kid, the 20-year-old, in on goal with time to think about it, and he just deposits it in the corner on Donnarumma. All right, that'll do. Yes, Otero, way to change the vibe. Now we're making plays. Great. Sarai's been really nice today. Knifin, Cagnete's in! Boom! Now we play. Now we play. Gorgeous. They didn't expect this intensity. They didn't expect the intensity. Big time halftime substitutions. Angel Cañete doing a great job. Very, very good tackle by Otero to set this up. Knifin draws the extra defender, and what a little first time dink. Donnarumma gets caught leaning the wrong way. It's 2-2. UD Melilla storms back from the brink in the first 5 minutes of the second half. Knifin has been a real presence. Gerard, Mbambo. I'm liking these one-touch balls from Mbambo. His flair is really showing again. Versailles. Oh, bad turnover. That's why. Oh, big save by Sosa. Oh, he turned it over with Ferreros literally ahead of our wingback. That is, like, I can't think of a worse time to turn that ball over. I can't even blame Savona. I mean, Endrick's twice as fast as Nicolo Savona is. It's just a terrible spot to be in. Oh, yeah, it was Versailles that gave it away, too. All right. We have one sub left. We've clearly fixed some things. I'm going to do something maybe a little crazy. Maybe. Cañete, go get Versailles and Van Rooyen. Or Cañete swap with Versailles. We're going to do in-cutting wingbacks. I'm going to bring Van Rooyen in on the other side and move Cañete over. Good? All right, Bongani, go get him, Tiger. Go show him something, Bongani. Go show him something. Show him how they do it in South Africa. Oh, that's our ball. I mean, it's a good positional play by Mbambo, but I would like to see a little more composure with the ball there. What a play by Ferreros. Oh, it's unreal. Ruben Sosa's made 3 just absolutely massive saves. Really? I rewound specifically to watch that play. I can't. Okay, whatever. Oh, I think I finally actually got to it. I just wanted to see that play again to see where we broke down in our marking. But, all right. Change to the tactical philosophy here. Leave him alone. Shield him off. Leave him alone. Actually, their only thing is they're using that space. Come here. I'm going to do something I almost never do. We're lowering the back line. That's the only offense they have. Lower it. Give him less space to make that pass. I have not seen them do anything that scares me outside of that. Should have done that way earlier in this game. I mean, Endrick's just like one of the most athletic players in the world. He's just killing us with that. All right, knifing. Ooh, with the flare. He is a big-time flare player. Cañete. Come on, be a menace, be a menace, be a menace, be a menace. Go, go, go. Cañete, still doing it. Oh, it's a good ball. Knifing! Yes! 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 The Swiss Army knife! All three of them! He goes and gets the ball at the far post! He just wants it more! What a player! Lucas Nathan Egger! Unbelievable! They've come back from down 2-0 at halftime in the Bernabeu! Hey! Slow the pace down. On distribution, slow the pace down. We don't need anything crazy. Wow. What a moment. The 5'3" winger just wants it more. It's a vintage cross from Angel Cañete, who once again makes something out of nothing. What a cut into his right foot. He picks the right ball, and the 5'3" winger, in the big moment, with 3 minutes to play in the Bernabeu, finds some serious elevation. Dude, what a legend-building goal for the 20-year-old. Competes his butt off. Just absolutely desperate to get to that ball in the big moment. I mean, what a 3 points. What a turnaround win. A season-altering 45 minutes from UD Melilla. Really struggled in the first half. A bold 4 substitutions at halftime. We just got an achievement. We just got an achievement for being down 2 or more goals at halftime and then coming back to win. We got that achievement at Real Madrid. We have not done that once on FM 26 until now. So that's the first time we have done that in charge of this team. Versales, Cañete, and then Cañete with a vintage assist to a new target who's more than a foot shorter than the old target. Lucas Knifin. Wow. That was a special. You never know when the special moments are going to hit. And we were just so bad in that first half. But we didn't give up on the idea. And more importantly, I think us, me, you, we believed in the quality of the team. I knew we were better than that. I didn't know that we were that much better than that, but I knew we were better than that. No, I'm not going on vacation. What are you talking about? I knew we were better than that. And I'm just so freaking happy we showed it. Wow. Why is every time I hit spacebar bringing up a vacation now? That's really going to get on my nerves. Is it every time now? Where's the keyboard thing? Is there no way to search? I know there's like a... Shift space. That worked. I hit shift space and then it popped up. And then when I hit space again, it worked. So shift space brings up the vacation screen, and my shift button wasn't like stuck down or anything. Huh. Obviously, it reset it. Wow, I am so proud of this team. In that environment, the way we played in that first half, to be able to come out and put 2 goals in 6 minutes. Also, huge shout out to Ruben Sosa, because Ruben Sosa is rent-free in Indrik's head at this point. Because Indrik got in on goal like 3 times and never scored on Ruben Sosa. Ruben Sosa was like genuinely unbelievable in that match. He was sensational. Yeah, Indrik got eaten alive by Ruben Sosa in that game. Got absolutely eaten alive. Eaten alive. Yo, Yixon, thank you so much for the Prime. And O-Sits, thank you for the 4 months. You didn't sign the Cadiz striker. Did we want to sign the Cadiz striker? We signed Navas. I think that might have been the guy that we signed over the Cadiz striker. Guillermo Neves, thank you for the 6 months. Back after a few months, been studying a lot, and hopefully be back on the streams and playing FM. Also, let's go England. I hate Argentina so much. From a Brazilian. Valid, fair. Quick Trip Jesus, thank you for the 67 months. You have hit the funny number. Congratulations. Brahive, thank you for the 4 months of the Prime. And Acute Grain, thank you for the 27 months. I got you, Brahive. Been watching since 2020? Damn. That is a long time. Alta Naiseni. Caesar Salad Sanchez. A player that I still believe has like first team ability for my team. He's just so cheap. He's so cheap and he's so good. Oh, he's grown a lot. Oh, Ivan's added 3 jumping reach. That totally changes the math on this guy. Now, mentally and physically, he's looking like a real stud that maybe we want to go sign. Because nobody has ever questioned his ability. And then Zhang Shua, the tremendous Chinese wonder kid who's been tormenting La Liga for some time. I think he drew a red card off me. Like, Canyete's red card was against Zhang Shua. He just destroyed Zhang Shua's legs. Jakob Kasha. Francesco Orlandi. Man, your technique is terrible. Really bad. Nigel McMahon. Old Nige. Leonardo Lorenzo, right winger, Tigres. Just type of dude that pops up in the Argentine national team. You're like, where does that guy play? Patrick Hlinson. Monaco midfielder and winger from Iceland. Kind of a quality player. Tomas Kazak. 20 natural fitness is such eye bait. You put a 20 right next to the pace spot, but not on the pace spot, and you're like, for half a second, every time you look at his attributes, if you have my brain, you are like, oh, this guy's right. Oh. Huh. Oh. Huh. Oh. Paolo Albertazzi. Alex Reyes, the American winger at Liverpool. I don't think he's ever actually going to be good. Fernando Quinones, please get this guy off my short list. He's already on a move to Manchester City. There's nothing we can do about it, and every time I see him, it makes me sad, so get him off the list. Utu Hasisalu. Easy for you to say. Henrik Muller. Got a lot of guys with bright futures, but we need guys with bright presence and bright futures. We're not finding those guys as much. Okay, he moves to the yes list. He's not on the Wonder Kid list, but a guy that we would want to sign, and definitely some room for a guy like that in our B team, especially as in a guy that would count as EU for us. So, his age is going to give us a little runway for him to get better. Hey, what do you think? Wouldn't be interested in joining Melilla as he's only signed a new contract. All right, I'll be back. Al Nassr's Jorge Rodriguez. Boy, you guys always have some players, huh? You guys always have some ballers. Missed a staff redemption? I see. From East Coast Reese. Hector Hellman Zapata. Any available staff role? I just want to see my favorite Zealand lore player in the Melilla save. All right, any staff member. So Hector Hellman Zapata was a very good midfielder for us at Floridsdorfer in Austria. And he became famous because Hector Hellman Zapata went and, pleasing progress for sure, you frickin' lemon. All right, he's not playing enough. We're recalling him. He is absolutely one of the guys that's going to be recalled. Hector Hellman Zapata then missed training multiple times because he was out clubbing instead of training. This made Hector Hellman Zapata, who was just another good midfielder at the time, a true legend. And so what we want Hector Hellman Zapata to do is to be able to influence the youth. And I think maybe the funniest thing that we could have him do is to work with the youth team as the U19's fitness coach? Yes. The U19's fitness coach. Welcome, Hector Hellman Zapata, to being the U19's fitness coach, to really teach the youngsters what it takes to be great, which is not showing up for training and going to the club. Thank you, Hector Hellman Zapata, for that. Congratulations, East Coast Reese, on putting Hector Hellman Zapata in the Melilla save as the fitness coach for the youth team. Oh, goodness. Oh, he's out for a month and a half with a hamstring strain. Goodness gracious. Right when Mbambo's starting to look, in my opinion, better than he looked earlier in the season. Now he's out for the hamstring strain for a month and a half. Well, that opens up a spot for Knifin, I guess. We start Knifin and then put Vialva on the other side. Oh, nice. Ifeanyi Samuel just made his debut for Nigeria. That's a guy that was playing with our B team for years. Congratulations, Ifeanyi Samuel. I have 4 other staff redemptions to complete. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Jaime Gutierrez, at least, is he's getting better. I haven't really given him a lot of time recently. All right. Unsurprisingly, the Swiss guy learned Spanish very quickly. Yeah. Bangani Van Rooyen. Hey, he scored a goal, I think. He did something on international duty, and I said he was great. Ifeanyi, congrats on your cap, dude. You are a guy that has a chance to be a first-team player. So's Taufik Tadili. How's he going? Okay. He's going okay. Here, get my staff redemption thing up, apparently. You guys know Cucurella has not been dribbled in their last 5 games. He's a dog, man. That's why he's getting worse. Because we've added right wing. So we got a lot of versatility with Gianmarco Vialva. He can play left wing, center mid, or center attacking mid, right wing, and striker. We've added a little right wing to his game. Okay. Jens Kjaer was among the goals for his country. I mean, hey, I'm really happy with what Jens has done, the way he's put his career together so far. He's been very impressive. All right. Oh, 5-star. Oh, this is a banger. Turn it up. All right, we have 4 staff redemptions. We're going to go ahead and hit those now. I don't know when I missed these, but we are not going to miss them anymore. First is Loner, says they want to be a scout. Fortunately for them, we have an absolutely massive number of scouts. So we'll give you a scout that's under a longer contract. Like a guy like Edward Graff, perchance, is now going to be named. Hold on. Loner. Welcome to the staff, Loner. I know you might be seeing this later, but congratulations on your appointment as a German scout. You're the former chief scout of Besiktas for 9 years. Next up, we have Cal, 1999, who has probably always the most fun one. Whoever is available. Whoever is available. So we'll look for somebody under longer contracts. We're going to try and keep you around as long as possible. Try and make sure you're able to hold down your spot on the team for a long time. How about a performance analyst named Fabian Friedrich? Cal, 1999. Welcome to the staff. Hope you're good at data crunching, because you actually are. You're outstanding at analyzing data. So that's very nice. And next we have Hockey Sticks, who wants a youth coach to be named Noble Mindy Jr. Adam Lawrence, an attacking coach for the youth team, will now be known as Noble Mindy Jr. Noble Mindy Jr. Congratulations. And Radio 8-Man is up next. But Noble Mindy Jr., welcome, regrettably. I can never escape Noble Mindy. He always exists. Noble 8-Man has said, anyone open right now? Yes. We had a huge turnover in our staff last year, so there's actually a lot of openings right now. We'll go ahead and put you on a coach. Oh, really good defensive coach, actually. That's who you are. Radio. Actually, I don't know where the capitalization is supposed to be, so Radio Ottoman, welcome to the staff, sir. You're a tremendous defensive coach running this team right now. And then Craig A. Williams has redeemed, said, whatever is available. You guys are more than willing, or more than welcome to take another shot, but we'll go ahead and give you, well, since Craig, you should be in the chat right now. Would you rather be a coach or an analyst? You'd rather be crunching numbers or putting cones on the field? We'll let you choose. Dumba Mini said, can I get a name? You can, but you also get to choose. Both of you get to choose. You get to tell me what you want here. I do love analyzing. All right, we got an analyst open. We got an analyst on the staff who, he's nameless right now. He's remarkably unnamed. Recruitment or performance? Do you want to be analyzing guys that, we could be signing? Do you want to be breaking down the numbers on the guys that are on the team? We got a guy under contract till 2038 right now who's a performance analyst. We have a recruitment analyst this guy does not have a name. Same if there's one open. Don Bamini said, I want a recruitment analyst, so you'll go ahead and take this one. All right, Craig gets the one that's under a longer contract because he came in first. We're going to go ahead and give you the dot, too. We're just going to go with, full name. Craig A. Williams. Wait. Oh, no, you're a recruitment analyst. It just says performance analyst over here for some reason. Welcome to the staff. Enjoy your travel. You're crunching numbers of players around the world. And then we're going to go with another recruitment analyst. There's another one under contract until 2038, so you're not missing out on anything. Siem Yonkers. You're a Dutch guy. Dombamini. Welcome to the staff. Enjoy the bacon. Enjoy the emotes. We have all of that in the break room. Be sure to find some players. Happy to join the team? Good. No pressure, but I need 5 Wonder Kids on my desk by the end of the day. Again, no pressure. I need like 5 Wonder Kids is normally like a pretty standard operating procedure. Wonder Kids in Western Europe: Romain Folgado and Aurelio, a 23-year-old center back who's got some. He's got some. Guys are a little old for me. They're a little old. Agent recommendation: Jose Manuel Velasco. Hall with a 5 jumping reach, dog. That means he has to be a left back, and he just literally can't play there. He has 5 jumping reach. I mean, what do you do? Like, that's just so prone to getting exposed. You know what I mean? Like, there's just no way 5 jumping reach doesn't get exposed. Yo, Noble Mindy! Eli Jr., Krupe, Lauren, Luca Erline, Jeremiah Deborah. I think Deborah's still a guy that catches my eye every time I look at him. Kleber. Dude, how is Sao Paulo charging $70 million for this cat? What are we talking about with Sao Paulo charging $70 million? That's insane. Sao Paulo can do that? We need an assistant coach to be called Saint Willie. I actually think we have an open assistant coach right now. Because we have 2. We run a double assistant coach staff. We have Jexner, and then I think Robert Glatzel is the guy we just signed this past offseason, and he's available. So, upon this redemption, in honor of our formerly great striker named Willie, we now have an assistant coach named Saint Willie. Put Mateo Mass on the staff right now. Dude, is Mateo Mass not already on the staff? Mateo Mass, football manager Saint, by the way. I don't think so. So we got to put Mateo Mass on the staff somewhere right now. You know, he's such a good talent identifier that I think we just go ahead and we put him as a scout. I think we put him as a scout. Mateo Mass, propane burrito. Thank you so much for redeeming it. Mateo Mass, welcome to the staff. You better find some good Wonder Kids. You know why he'll be able to find some good Wonder Kids? Because he's a Wonder Kid himself. He's already an attacking coach. Well, he said put him again. Actually, you know what? What we can do is now they're completely different, chat. Now they are completely different. Francesco Senna. Ooh, good player. Good player. Caio. One of those Brazilians where I can't figure out if he's actually going to get really good or just stay meh. I can't figure it out. The Chilean striker Pablo Sepulveda. Mauro Mirabella. I think we got to sign this guy. He's such a good midfielder. But I think he wants too much playing time. That would be my guess. So he's just signed a new contract. That's what raised his release clause, actually. Victoria Pilsen managed to get that guy to sign a new contract. That's a big win for Victoria Pilsen, honestly. Ludovic Munch. Nico Sandoval. Can we sign this guy? Would it work? to Tokyo. Not comfortable spending that amount of money, but I am comfortable saying if he makes 50 first team appearances, he deserves the money. I think he's a really interesting prospect to try to move to defensive midfield and turn into a weapon. He's super cheap and has certain abilities that are really, really good and really, really important. Other abilities, not quite so much. Not quite so much. All right, we've got an overhauled staff. Welcome to all of the new staff members. But Chad, as the match closes in, I do actually have a meeting in 3 minutes as well that's supposed to happen before the England match as well, which is quite annoying. Let me handle this negotiation really quick. But we're careening towards. It was always going to be a shorter stream today. So I had a meeting this morning. I got another one I got to go through now, but we wedged it in. I wanted to stream today. All right, 400,000 feels like a good deal for Nico Sandoval. Type of deal that'll allow him to play for the B team for a year or two. All right, we got that signed. Let's hit our save. Let's hit our save point. Amazing win against Real Madrid, chat. Amazing win against Real Madrid. Good luck to England and to Argentina. Whoever you're a fan of, I hope they win for your sake, whoever's watching this. This should be an unbelievable match. Get ready for it. Enjoy it. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Much love. Thank you for all the subs. Thank you for all the staff member redemptions. And thank you for the tremendous vibes and support for UD Melilla. That was an unbelievable win against Real Madrid that could really change how we think of ourselves as a club. So, yep, streaming tomorrow. I'll see you guys there. Bye-bye.